Your Royal Highness, this is a brief tape to introduce you to the Junior Regiment Royal Signals stationed at Euston in Northumberland, which I hope will set the scene for your visit to us on the 20th of June. Euston was an ex-RAF airfield built during the war and was subsequently used less and less by them until 1975, when it was handed over to the Army in a very run-down state of repair. The first pioneers of the regiment had to live under canvas on the airfield while buildings were made habitable. The camp has gradually been renovated to accommodate the junior soldiers and my staff, who came up from 11th Signal Regiment in Catterick and who have grown in numbers to form this regiment, which became fully established in its own right in early 1982. I am Lieutenant Colonel Turner, ma'am, the commanding officer of the Junior Regiment. In the next 5 minutes or so, I would like to show you a few of the facets of life here at Euston. I also hope that the scenes that you will be shown and the explanations that I shall be commenting on will help to provide a background for you to the people who you'll be meeting and to our way of life up here in Northumberland. Our role is to train 530 young junior signalmen aged between 16 and 17 over a 10-month period, and to prepare them for their trade training, which takes place in the technical college that is 8th Signal Regiment down in Catterick. We produce candidates for the full spectrum of the trades offered by our corps, and the young men on parade on the 20th of June will each be aware of exactly which trade they must set their sights on and what they will be aiming for. But may I begin by showing you a brief clip from a BBC TV film which was shown earlier this year about the arrival of new recruits on day one. Just 16, and somewhat apprehensive about what to expect, arriving at the camp entrance and being shown into his barrack room. His first 5 weeks are spent wholly on recruit training, learning how to clean kit, and to look after his personal weapons.
No, it wasn't. He went, and now then it was broken pellet.
The young soldiers also learn about comradeship, living and working together, and for many of them, it is the first opportunity they will have had to make real friends. I would add that with 2 children of my own away at boarding school, I know how important it is for parents to receive an occasional letter, and we encourage a certain amount of effort in this direction. They will also be introduced to a variety of hobby activities, some 32 in all, a cross-section of which you will be shown on display on the 20th of June. We have found that for most of them, this is their first experience of being presented with a proper balanced diet, in other words 3 square meals a day, though I might add that not all of the food is simply chips. It is also the first time that most of them have been given a constructive physical training program, and here you see them going over my obstacle course, working off some of that food which you've just seen them consuming in the central cookhouse. One result of this recipe of good food and proper exercise, ma'am, is that they all grow alarmingly in their 10 months with me. So much so that we are encouraged not to issue them with their service dress uniforms until their last 6 weeks with me, thereby avoiding the need for endless trips to the tailoress for alterations. Here is our parade ground, ma'am, much like any other, and it will be a great deal fuller when you arrive on the 20th. There will be 158 young men passing off, and we currently expect to have something in the region of 1,600 parents and friends and relations, all travelling from various corners of the country to be present. But to leave the juniors for a moment and to turn to the cadre and their families, most of whom you will be meeting, I have a total of 28 officers plus 6 civilian lecturers of officer status, 36 senior NCOs and 66 junior NCO troop corporals. In all, 81 of my military staff live in married quarters on the camp. Here you can see the officers' patch with my own quarter in the right foreground. These are the soldiers' houses, all of which have been recently extremely well renovated, installing something called central heating in the upstairs rooms. In the middle, my community centre, which houses such essentials in this isolated location as a sub-post office and a kindergarten, plus a creche for the smaller children. You will be seeing the kindergarten and the creche during your visit. We are well served with excellent local schools run by Northumberland County Council, and our children of all age groups are bussed in and out each day by the local education authority. Here you can see some of the little ones coming home from our local primary school. I shall end there, ma'am, and leave you with what is likely to be your first sight of Euston, weather permitting, as you approach in the aircraft. Although we are rather isolated up here on the Northumbrian moors, I think you will find that we all enjoy life here immensely, and that everyone, both civilian and military, is looking forward to welcoming you to our small outpost on the 20th of June.
She's been down again, they're all still walking up. Come on.